What up? I'm Tito Timeless. I'm here with a special guest, your mom's favorite, and my favorite rapper, Melo. Thanks for coming out. I
Appreciate
appreciate
you.
it.
Appreciate you, bro.
So yeah, how was your childhood like? Like, break that down, like your upbringing.
I mean, for the most part, it was pretty basic. I mean, like I got a small family, a small intermediate family. It's me and my brother and my two sisters. And growing up, like we ain't really had much at all. We ain't had no support. We ain't had no like. It is what it is. At the end of the day, like we was all close. You know what I mean? So I feel like everything that we went through as me as a child, you know what I mean, it just brought us closer together. And that's how I be coming up with my best music. Like, you know, I just be remembering everything. Like, I know a lot of people don't like touching on their past and don't like thinking about the shit that they went through, or, you know, they be like timid or embarrassed by that type of shit. I normally don't get embarrassed by talking about what happened in my life because it just made me who I am today.
Absolutely. So you say you like struggle. Anything in particular that would pop in your head?
I mean, I was in foster care for a long time. A lot of people don't know that. I mean, my closest friends know that. I was in foster care for about 8 to 10 years.
Who were some of like your role models growing up? They could be either artists, people you knew, or
Uh, Shit. I mean, I don't really have any role models as far as artists go.
I mean, besides me, yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have any artists. I don't have any role models as far as artists, but I do have. Honestly, I don't even have role models in my life at all. I never really had a role model. But the closest thing to a role model that I ever did have was my father. Like, he's not my biological father, but it's my mother's husband, you know, who I've basically called my dad my entire life. Paul. Yeah, that's the closest thing to a role model I ever had.
Who inspires you to write music, or what things inspire you to make music?
Like I said, everything that I've been through, all everything. I mean, if I had to tell you what made me write my first song, it was probably heartbreak. A lot of my songs be about personal issues that I go through with people that are close to me in my life. I don't normally. I don't know. I was having a really hard time writing music back in the day because I didn't have anything to write about. But then I started going through that type of shit with like the girls that I was dealing with and the shit that they put me through, and yeah, some of the things that I went through in my life with, you know, my mom and the drug abuse and the things that I saw as a child.
Yeah.
Like I saw a lot of shit, you know, with my mom going through a lot of different relationships, and so I just put all that into music. Like my music is different from a lot of people's. Like I think people people have a really hard time. I mean, it is weird because people have a really hard time grasping onto the music that I make or connecting with it. I mean, there are people who do connect with it, and that's because they go through some of the shit that I go through, or they can paint a picture with what I'm talking about. But a lot of people don't connect with it because they say storytelling rap, I guess that you want to call it, is dead nowadays. Like it's all, you know what I mean? People's messages in their music, they don't really have messages, I guess I should say. And I try to relay a message every time I'm making a song. Like every time I get in there and I'm writing about something or something that I was going through, I'm basically trying to help somebody that might be going through a similar situation or somebody that has been through that situation.
So if you could punch any celebrity, who would it be?
If I could punch any celebrity?
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I don't know. I probably.
Or do you throw hands? I guess I should have asked. Do you throw hands?
I used to be a badass kid. I used to fight everybody. I used to want to fight everybody.
You probably lost, huh?
I ain't never got my ass beat. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't never got my ass beat, but I did just go through. It's been about 8 months since I had this situation. I had my jaw broken. My shit was fucked up. Like my shit was wired shut for like 2 months. Crazy thing is after I had my jaw broke, I was right back playing basketball in the tournaments and shit that be going on around Wisconsin, like the outdoor 3-on-3s and shit. Like I had surgery on my mouth and it was wired shut for about 2 months, and I was hooping literally 4 days after my surgery. And
Damn.
getting hit in the mouth, all types of shit. But it's still fucked up right now. But
Yeah. So
I
it's
mean,
funny you bring up basketball. I was doing that touchdown. Yeah. So like we know you're not really that good at it. So like besides that, what else activities aren't you like that good at?
what activities aren't I good at?
Yeah. Because you're not that good of a baller.
I'm not really that good of a rapper either.
Yeah.
To be honest
yeah.
with you, I'm not. I'm not that good of a rapper. I'm just entertaining, I guess. My children's
There's still
mothers.
people.
Well, yeah, definitely people.
Dude.
But my children's mother, for example, like when I be in the car with one of them, But
Interesting.
I be in the car and she be like, "Turn this shit off. Is that all you talk about? Is women and this and that?" And I'm just like, that's what they want to hear. It's entertainment. Music is entertainment. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
There's that real side and there's the storytelling, and then there's like sometimes you gotta just, you know what I mean, being entertaining. Music is entertainment. You know, you can't just be boring. You can't talk about, I don't know. I just be spicing it up, man. They say I do this thing called name dropping. I always got a new person that I'm talking about in my music.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, I definitely kind of picked that, and the little spice you had in there. I appreciate it as another artist.
I'm sure a lot of people do appreciate it, especially the girls that I be mentioning in my music.
That's dang. I learned something new today. I didn't know you liked girls. But so how do you spend like your free time when you're not making music or anything? If you have free time, like
No, I'm really a busy person, to be honest. I take care of my kids like more than I do anything, really. Like, okay,
hell yeah.
my baby mom's probably gonna see this and probably be like, that nigga lying. So let me just rewind that really quick.
Oh man.
Because I am not a full-time father, but I am a full-time babysitter, if that's what you want to call it.
What's like the hardest thing about being an artist?
I would say the hardest thing about being an artist is keeping up with everything and all the. Well, that's what I thought. The hardest thing about being an artist was keeping up with everybody else and what they're doing and the music that they're dropping and like I'm my biggest critic. So when I like be making music and stuff like that, I'm always worried about what people are thinking about it.
Oh, yeah.
Or how they feel about it, or I pay attention to really small details. So I pay attention to views, I pay attention to likes and comments, or when I tag people in my music, I pay attention to the people that I tagged in it and who untagged themselves. So
People untag themselves.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure it gets annoying. I've said that multiple times, that it's probably annoying that there's so many people in the city that make music and it's like every day, because I get annoyed at that too. I'm not gonna lie, like there's so many people that make music in Sheboygan and it's an everyday thing where it's like people are tagging something in, like either a flyer for a show or a new song. And the thing is a lot of people don't take it, everyone doesn't take it as serious as the next person does. So for the people who aren't taking it as serious, and there's those people out there who are watching and being like, local artists, you know what I mean? There's just people who don't like local artists and what we stand for, and I don't like being put underneath that category of local artists who aren't gonna make it or are doing this for no reason, I guess you could say.
Yeah. So you don't want to be another me. I get it.
Yeah, I was just having this conversation with somebody the other day. That's funny that you say that. I was explaining to them, because I posted a status on Facebook and basically was telling everyone how I was gonna drop one more project with Prime House.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know I haven't thought of a title or anything for it yet, but my plan was to drop one more project and kind of step away from the music scene and people thought I was joking. People thought I was lying.
I thought you were crazy. I was like, what is he smoking?
I got a lot of messages like that. Like a lot of people hit me up like, really? Why would you do that? Because I've said it a lot. That's the crazy thing. I've said this multiple times, but I never really stood behind it. But this time I really, like probably after today was going to be the final day that I leave everything up there. But the reason why I want to do it is because being here in Sheboygan and everyone that makes music, I feel like I'm kind of the oldest person out of everyone that's been making music, and I've been doing it for a really long time. And I'm, like I said, I pay attention to what other people say and all that type of shit. So I've just noticed a lot of shit over the years where people are like, this guy's still doing music, like, you know what I mean? He's
like this guy again, really?
Yeah.
So I heard some of your new stuff that you have in the works, and I'm just like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, is this guy crazy? Like, are you concerned about like people's phones or like cars catching on fire? at all? Like, do you not care about the environment, dog? Like,
I wish everybody felt that way about my music. Like there are a few people who stand out in the city and in my head that fuck with my music hard. You're definitely one of them.
do you ever wonder if like people have a conception in their head where like, oh, I already like know what this guy's gonna talk about. Like, fuck this dude. Like, I don't want to like mess with him. Like, or if they just like don't like you at all. Like, they're just like, I don't really care for him, so I'm not gonna listen to his music.
That's damn near head on. Like there's a lot of people that do fuck with me and fuck with my if like that's just me in general. It's either you fuck with me or you don't fuck. Like it's either you like me or you don't like me.
I don't like you. So,
There's
yeah.
a lot of people who, but that's the thing. You can sit here and tell me to your face that you don't like me, and I respect that.
Yeah.
Because even if you didn't like me, I would still sit here and do this interview with you because it's a job. You got a job, you know what I mean? And I got a job to do. But there's a lot of people who don't fuck with me just because of how I either carry myself or the things I talk about in my music. And I mean, that's up to them. I'm not gonna be mad at somebody if they like me or if they don't like me. It's up to you if you like me or if you don't. But
Right on.
I mean, what am I supposed to do about that? Like,
I feel you. Yeah, just keep being you, homie. I mean, you're doing good things. What advice would you give for like an artist that's just starting out, like new, fresh face, cough, cough, meat? But what would you give that person? Some wisdom, some mellow wisdom, just a little sprinkle,
like I said before, just don't allow anybody to make you feel like you can't do what you're doing. Like, there's gonna be people that aren't supporting what you're doing. There's gonna be people who are gonna speak the truth and tell you that it might be trash or it's not their liking of music. But that's the thing, everybody has a different taste in music. So, and everybody has a different message. But for the people who you can tell who takes music seriously and who doesn't take music seriously. So
True. How do you handle like haters or like adversity, like personally? How do you cope with that?
it's the way I carry myself. Like, I really walk around with a I don't give a fuck attitude at all times about whatever anybody's got to say, their opinions. Like, I respect it. You know what I mean? Like, if you have an opinion, then whatever, you're entitled to express yourself. Like, that's cool. That's how it works because that's how I am. Like, I'm not going to bite my tongue for nobody. But if somebody, you know what I mean? If somebody's hating on me, somebody got something bad to say about me, whatever, I just take it with a grain of salt. Probably go to the studio or sit at home, write about it. Probably talk a little shit. And half the people that be hating on me anyways, I probably fuck they bitch.
Damn. Have you ever been like addicted to anything, whether drugs, like object, or doing something? Have you ever been like having an addiction besides jewel pods?
Jewels are my newfound addiction, which I hate. Like, I hate that shit, bro. I really, really do hate that shit because I be sitting down doing anything and just automatically thinking that it's in my lap and like whatever, it's just bad as fuck.
So are you at the level where like you go somewhere and people are like, oh yeah, that's Melo. Like, hey, what's up, dude?
It doesn't get crazy, like no fanboy shit or no fangirl shit where they're like, oh my God, can I get a picture? Let's talk about local artists again.
Yeah, let's talk about local artists. What do you want to know about them?
Let's talk about my favorite artist out here.
Favorite local artist? Here we go. That's what we've been waiting for. Look at this guy coming out of his shell. Look at you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Weird, awkward knee thing.
Let's talk about the people who think that they deserve more than what they get. The people who, I don't know why I'm sitting here acting like I'm interviewing you, because I'm just going to keep it. There's like a lot of people out here that feel like they're automatically entitled to certain shit. Or they think that they're supposed to get a certain amount of recognition for the little bit of work that they put in. And that's the type of shit that I don't like. Like I said, I support everybody locally and everybody that's trying to do something with the music shit, but if your worth ethic stands for itself, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of people who be on social media fucking crying and complaining about how they don't get certain amount of recognition and shit like that. Like, I feel like if you would approach it a lot differently, people might respect it. You know what I mean? Like, you can't try to kick a door down, you know what I mean, that people aren't opening for you, because if you kick that door down, when you're probably not going to be welcomed inside, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to be a lot of bad energy and shit like that, because you just kicked that door down. But, like, but as far as local music goes, the people that are out here doing what they're doing, keep doing what you're doing. Like, don't give it up. Don't let nobody else's shine outshine you, because, you know what I mean, you can always work on your shine.
Do you think as a whole, like of in Sheboygan, do you think it has possibility to take off and actually do something with it?
Yeah, Sheboygan has the most potential. I feel like every state has like a city where it's like they're known for music or known for certain shit. Like Milwaukee is known for like a lot of artists and shit. Like in Wisconsin, Milwaukee is known for our music shit. You know what I mean? In Illinois, it's Chicago. And you know what I mean? Like every state has that city. So we don't have a city in Wisconsin. We don't have a city that is known for its artists besides Milwaukee. But Milwaukee's music is put underneath this umbrella that like nobody likes it because of the shit that they either talk about or how it's repetitive or all that type of shit. But Sheboygan's music scene is completely different. Like everybody out here has a little bit of something that nobody's ever heard of.
Yeah.
And I feel like if we all continue, like I said, if we all continue to work and support each other and uplift each other, like the sky's not even the limit. Like there's so much talent out here, and if I can be like one of the main people who support everybody and try to bring everybody together, then I feel like anybody should be able to do it, because I was one of the first people out here who was kind of like starting shit with people for no reason.
Like beefing?
Yeah, just starting crazy shit.
Why would you do that? Let's touch on that. Obviously you were younger, like age plays a factor.
Yeah, like I had a big ego. Like I still
thought you were the shit.
I still think I'm the shit. I'm more humble about it now.
How do you get ready to perform?
I stand in the bathroom and I sit there and turn my music up as much loud as I can, rap to myself.
Do you reach out to other artists, or the artists reach out to you?
They reach out to me for the most part, but I'm gonna work on reaching out to other people.
Have you ever like recorded something and then listened to it and it's like, yeah, I'm just not gonna release this?
I got a couple songs like that, but I'll probably sell them as reference tracks.
Have you ever like been so mad that you just scream in the mic?
No, I don't really record while I'm mad. I don't think that's a good idea to record while you're mad. I record when I'm like going through some shit, like, and I'm like heavy hearted, but no, not when I'm mad, because that wouldn't be a good energy to give off.
I feel
some 6ix9ine shit.
Yeah, some Tito shit. Do you play any instruments?
Nope. I used to play the drums when I was younger.
Okay. So like,
but never good at it.
Are you trying to like broaden your like spectrum, like maybe like try to sing a little more, or like?
Yeah, the people at the studio just been getting me with that. Like they turned me out to that singing and melodizing my music in a better way, and I fuck with it. Like I was never confident in my voice at first, but they got me to feel more confident, and I probably still isn't the best yet, but it's getting better, and I think that people will start to appreciate that shit.
I personally think you should whip out more dance moves. Why don't you dance in a lot of your videos?
Well, I need more videos. I need more music videos. Like a lot of the shit that I had was with me and bro. So I need to come out with some more videos where it's just me by myself, and I think I will do a little bit of dancing in those videos.
How does it feel when I dunked on you?
Never happened. Never happened. Never will. Because if it does, I'll punch you in the dick.
So is there anybody you want to give a thank you, shout out to out there?
I want to shout out to everybody that been rocking with me ever since I started with this music and with the shows, and just been rocking with me ever since I first started doing the music shit. Like the first people that allowed me to come and record and giving me their best advice and constructive criticism and basically trying to lead me in the right direction. Shout out to all the niggas that's been by my side damn near since day one. Like the niggas that listen to my music and on a daily basis and spread it from city to city the way that it's been going. Shout out Prime House, most definitely. Prime House, that's like, they mean more to me than anybody will probably ever be able to express. Like, this whole situation right here, what we're doing right now, this is all under Prime House, and everything I've been doing is underneath Prime House, and everything I'm gonna continue to do is gonna be under Prime House, and because Prime House is the next biggest thing coming out of the industry. Period.
You heard it here.
Like, we got it all. We got artists, we got cameraman, we got studio, we got fucking everything. Like, it doesn't end. And there's a lot of talent here. And I shout out to everybody that's under Prime House, that's working with Prime House and taking it seriously. And shout out to the niggas that came with me today. Yeah, I got my boys with me. We finna hit the crib and blow down real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Jerk circle, I get it.
Yeah.
But all right, brother. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. Yeah, shout out Tito too, man. He just dropped that White Devil. What's it on? It's on YouTube? YouTube. What else?
I'm gonna get it on Spotify.
It's gonna be on Spotify. I seen you got your cover done by Brandon.
Oh yeah.
Lambito is his last name.
BWG.
BWG. Shout out BWG too. He
Go
been doing all the artwork and shit like that. And Lucas Yang, they've been doing the artworks for everybody out in Sheboygan. We want everybody to come underneath the same roof. Like, there's so much talent out here as far as music and stuff like that. We just want everybody to start networking with each other and start helping each other grow, like build our brands and shit like that. Because there's just too much talent out here for us to not to try to see each other win.
Right. I
Like,
agree.
as far as artwork and music and videos and interviewing and shows and anything that has anything to do with music, if you feel like you got a place with what we're doing, make yourself known. Like, it's not gonna do
at least
anything.
just give it a try. Like, don't be scared, or like, and definitely put your ego down. Like, ego is crazy. So.
Yeah, and shout out, like I said, shout out to all the artists. Shout out to T Reese. Shout out to Liddy Wop. Shout out to SEG, YRT, BG, Lil C, Nico, C-Leb. Shout out to Meal Ticket. Shout out to the twins in Milwaukee. Shout out to my nephew Anthony in Oshkosh. Everybody, just everybody that's grinding, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Shout out my nigga Double H Almighty D in this bitch.
Headliner.
My
Shout out
boy
Ham Fam.
Bertsky.
Hey, shout out.
Big Bean. Yeah, man. You already know how we rocking though. Like I said, I appreciate you though, man. I appreciate you coming through, and
excited to see what you got coming up. And
yeah, the EP's coming soon too.
Ooh.
I don't know what I'm gonna name it yet. Me and Kid will come up with the title, but we do got like a 7 or 8 track list, and that shit should be. I'm aiming for Christmas.
Ooh.
Christmas. I want to give everybody a nice gift.
Do it.
And
get it.
But yeah, be on the lookout, man.
Here we go. You heard it here. Prime House. We out of here.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's episode of Chocolate Milk. If you want to give us a like and a subscribe, that'd be great. If you want to look on the sides here and click on the link, see what the fine folks at Prime House are doing. All these links over here. Shit. Oh, good. See you next time. Thanks.